Hello, teacher. I hope you're doing well. Today, we are going to lay out some aspects about our unique cultural style about communication. Okay, I will begin by telling you that I come from La Paz. This department, well, my hometown and my birthplace is located near the coastline. So, um, there, our cultural background, it's a deeply blend of two important cultures that have conquered our modern world today, and that is the indigenous and the Spanish influences. Well, let me tell you that the values that have influenced my communication style is respect, awareness, and individualism. Um, in regards to these values, I have learned that I must respect others' opinions and I take into consideration the worthy of other people's utterances and different communication styles too. Um, the preferred communication styles, well, we have getting acquainted with informal and formal, with informal and direct. So we flat out just speak our mind and we cannot think twice by when telling things directly. And we speak very informally too. And the personal experiences, well, I have three main ones. The first is I have I have grown up in a neighborhood with a few neighbors and friends in the surrounding areas there. So I have learned lots of things from these people. The second one, I was really mad about poetry. Well, especially in the teen years, I've adopted more technique words and that have shaped the way I've communicated throughout those years. And that's why I think I was a little shy and a little conscious the way I was speaking at that time. The third aspect is that my childhood in the countryside. Well, in the countryside, we are used to speaking in a very indirect and informal way, as I was telling you before. Challenges in communication. I think the main one is ambiguity and vagueness. Ambiguity, we tend to speak the way that can cause misunderstanding to others, but we feel very comfortable speaking that way. And the lack of trust, of course. Language is spoken, and yeah, it's Spanish with lack of colloquialism and local dialects. That's how this made us especially unique there. Now my classmate is gonna tell you about his communication style.
Okay, well, my cultural map is about my department of Japan. Uh, in this case, cultural backgrounds. The cultural background of the region is the language is influenced by
Uh, indigenous language, particular Nahuatl. Okay, the Nahuatl have a rich cultural heritage that includes oral tradition, maize, agriculture, ceremonies, music, dance, and ancestral knowledge of nature and traditional medicine. Many of these elements survive integrated into daily practice in local festivity. Also, values that influence communication, we have kindness, tolerance, respect. Also, we have language spoken. Um, Spanish with lack of a colloquialism and local dialects. Language spoken today, speaking Nahuatl is not only a way of communicating, but also a way of preserving the cultural identity and history of the indigenous people in El Salvador. And challenging, also we have challenging communication, communication styles. poor listening skill, and also we have few native speakers, lack of intergenerations transmission. Uh, Many parents and grandparents no longer teach Nahuatl to their children for fear or discrimination, or because they believe it will not be useful. And also we have discrimination and stigmatization. And the other personal experience that have shaped the way and I communicate. Having grown up in a large family with different religious backgrounds. Okay, my parent continue.
Hello, my name is Yesenia, and I am from Banchimalco in the department of San Salvador. Today, I want to share my cultural math and explain how my background, values, and experience shape my communicative identity. First, I want to talk about my cultural background. I identify as Salvadorian with indigenous roots, and I grew up in a Catholic environment. This aspect influenced the way I communicate because they taught me to show respect, values family bonds, and keep a strong connection with my community. When it's come to the language I speak, my first language is Spanish, and also know some word in Nahuatl, which is part of my cultural heritage. And I am currently learning English. Learning another language help me connecting with people from the different countries and culture. One of the values that influence my communication the most is respect. I also value family and community, so I try to be polite, listen careful, and make my conversation meaningful. These values help me maintain good relations with the people around me. Regarding my communication style, I prefer indirect communication, especially when I speak to older people or those I don't know well. I use a formal and careful tone, something that comes from the tradition of my town and the way I was taught to treat others. My personal experience have also shaped how I communicate. Growing up in Panchimalco taught me the importance of close friendship, mutual help, and communicate gatherings. That is why I enjoy face-to-face conversation and participating in group activities. Of course, I also face challenges. Sometimes it's difficult for me to adapt to different region dialect or formal hierarchy, and sometimes I feel shy to ask for help. However, I am working on becoming more confident in this situation. And finally, through this activity, I realized that my culture, my values, and my personal experience are deeply connected to the way I express myself and understand others. They are a part of who I am, and I am proud to share it with you. And thank you for watching and listening to our presentation. We hope you enjoy learning about our cultural math and how our background shape the way we communication. Thank you.
¿Qué dicen? Lo dejamos así, ¿verdad? ¿Qué
No
les
sé
parece
qué dicen.
tu micrófono, Mark? Perdón, perdón, Esmeralda. No le
No, no
escuché.
sé si lo dejamos así o no, y vean ustedes si grabamos otra vez.
Ah, por mí está bien, pero
Yo lo veo bien, sí. Yo sentí que estuvo súper bien.
solo
Entonces, dejémoslo así.
dijo 1 minuto por persona y se fueron casi 15, que grabamos 15. Pero igual no se puede grabar solo 1 minuto, solo prácticamente decir hola, buenos días y ya.
Exactamente. O sea que solamente con decir, we are going to talk about our personal communication style, ahí ya se fue el minuto. Eso era
Ajá.
imposible. Sí, sí. Entonces,
Así está bien, Sofi.
ujú, sí,
Ujú. So, ¿lo subiría usted, Sofi?
creo que sí, pero nunca he hecho esto. No sé si tendría que guardarlo primero en OneDrive, ¿verdad? Y después descargarlo.
Es que igual hay que cortar el video,
No porque ya cortó la grabación, ¿verdad?
pero como estaba grabando desde un principio,
Ah, es cierto.
Bueno,
Ujú. No sé cómo podría hacer eso. Tendría que editarlo en una, tendría que editarlo en una aplicación aparte, ¿verdad?
creo que lo debe es que hay que descargarlo y luego subirlo, porque creo que no sé si a YouTube o a OneDrive, no, no sé exactamente dónde dijo el licenciado.
Ujú. Sí, yo creo que ahí en OneDrive me parece, ya voy a ver la rúbrica. Voy a ver si puedo entonces subirlo, si no voy a escribir ahí a ver si.
ujú, para ver cómo lo hacemos.
Vaya, si
Sí,
no, descargarlo sí se puede, Sofi.
sí, creo que
Bueno,
sí, eso sí creo que lo puedo hacer.
sí, ahí
Ujú,
nomás aparece, abre el video y se descarga, ya lo tiene, ya lo guarda.
ujú. Ya queda guardado, ¿verdad? Ahorita.
Ujú.
Solo
Luego hay
lo
que ir a
descargo.
cortarlo porque porque sí lo empezó a grabar desde un principio.
Híjole. Ah, pues sí.
Ujú.
Vaya. Entonces voy a ver si hago esto ahorita.
Bueno, avisa cualquier cosa que vamos a estar pendientes.
Ujú, ok.
Si no, pues hay
Bueno,
tiempo, luego vemos. Oiga,
Ujú. Sí,
sí,
no se preocupe.
ok, ok, thank you.
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.